For today's lesson, we're going to go over cardboard construction. You'll need a marker or a pencil, something to make a line with. You'll also need a pair of scissors, something good and sturdy enough to cut through some cardboard. You can also ask for help from an older person or an adult friend. I'm also going to be using a ruler to draw some straight lines and this block to make some measurements. And of course our cardboard. So with our cardboard, look for these lines that you can see in the light. Some of them might be harder to see, but that is a nice area where we can bend our cardboard. If you fold along those edges, it'll give you a nice straight line. We can use this to our advantage for a few things. We can actually make walls that turn corners this way, and today we're going to also use them in demonstrating how to make some brackets or some hinges. So let's start with my floor plan. I'm going to use my little set of blocks here that are glued together to map out my floor plan. Next, I'm going to think about my walls. For this structure to have a flat roof, these walls need to be the same height. I'm going to use my block once more to measure both the bottom and the top of this cardboard to get a nice straight line so that these walls can be the same height or really close. And again, that's important so that I can have a nice flat roof. Repeat this process over and over until you're done. Finish off the lines. Next, use a pair of scissors to cut these lines, cut out these shapes. I like to cut halfway in one direction and then flip my cardboard and finish the cut. Now I have some walls that are very, very close to the same height, and I will use these, cut them up according to my floor plan. With this leftover piece, I'm going to cut some vertical strips here. These will become my brackets. I'm cutting so that the corrugation is going horizontally, that way it bends nice and easy in the corner. Nice and easy. So here's an example of like an interior bracket, and we could use that as a door hinge also. Experiment with that little piece that you make. Alright, let's build some walls. To know how big your walls need to be and what shape you've made according to your floor plan, simply hold your pieces into place, get your marker, make a little mark at the end of the floor plan, and cut your wall where it needs to be with your scissors. Go ahead and make a few walls this way. Get used to kind of seeing it, measuring it, and cutting it. You're going to repeat this process over and over. That piece just happened to be perfect. Mark it, cut it. After we get a few shapes here, we'll glue down the beginning and build the rest of the walls according to the pieces that are already up. The walls that we put up. So next, let's talk about the glue gun. Alert, glue guns are dangerous. They're hot. Okay, they melt glue. So the tip right now is cold, it's not plugged in, but when it's plugged in and it's fully warmed up, that tip can be really hot and it can burn your finger, anything. It can burn stuff too. So we want to be careful about where it is and how we place it down. Place it on the this one's like one silver piece. It's a big foot. And look where you place it, okay? Don't put it on top of any wires. Keep anything away that might burn. And always place it vertically like this. The other thing is when you're done, make sure you unplug it, okay? When gluing your walls in, you simply just have to glue the edge, or you could glue the base, either one, and just hold your cardboard in place for a couple seconds and it will stay. So an example then of the bracket piece, you can see I'm just going to have this folded piece of cardboard in the corner here. Since it's one piece, I'll use it to reinforce the two sides that are separate pieces, the two different walls. I'm going to put mine on the outside. You can put them on the inside, at the bottom, at the top. It's all up to you. Alright, let's put these brackets all around. It might actually be an interesting kind of element. They're all kind of the same size, so might look nice on the outside. The nice thing about corrugated cardboard, you can bend it around corners, reinforce whatever shape you want. Okay, that's all done. My first set of walls are up. The brackets look pretty cool. Next, let's talk about a flat roof. Again, because all of my walls started out the same size, my roof should sit pretty flat. Take another piece of cardboard and simply take a pencil and trace that shape from the inside. Just trace around the outside. It's kind of a funky drawing at first, but you could use a straight edge. In this case, I'm going to use just a straight piece of cardboard to make some straighter lines. We're making a flat roof. I could end here, or I could use this flat roof to actually build another layer if I want to, which is what we're going to do. After we build this flat roof, we're going to build on top of it and create a sloped roof on the second layer. There we go, that fits pretty well. Now I want to start thinking about that second layer. What kind of walls do I need to make a sloped roof? I've got these two sizes left over from cutting up a bunch of cardboard. I think I'm going to go with this bigger shape because I want to cut a slope, or an inclined plane. I'm simply going to use my ruler in one corner and tilt it, draw a line, and cut that shape out with my scissors. One of them is a true triangle, the other one is a slope. And I want two of them. So I'm going to simply trace this shape onto another piece of cardboard, and I will have my pitched roof, my sloped roof. Again, follow the same steps as before. You're just going to place these two things side by side with a hot glue gun. Hold them in place. Now take some extra material and make the two ends in the same way that we made the walls for the first floor. Just kind of hold them in place and measure off with a pencil where you need to cut. Alright, now we can talk about the sloped roof here. I've got all these leftover pieces of cardboard. That looks pretty cool. It almost looks like a xylophone. I want to get a more interesting shape out of this roof as well. So I'm going to line it up. That little piece at the top tells me how wide my two walls are, so I'm going to start on that corner, make another diagonal, and just draw this line, and that is where I'm going to cut the shape of the roof. So these pieces, they kind of look like, I don't know, maybe solar panels or something. You could use your imagination. And I'm just going to simply glue them into place one at a time on this sloped roof. And there we have it. Our sloped roof is in place. We cut two rectangles at an angle, giving us that sloped roof that we put on top of this flat roof. Pretty cool. Well, I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing your constructions in their environment.